Hey viewers, welcome back. Today we're counting down the top 10 fastest-paced movies of the 21st century. Films that'll keep your heart racing and eyes glued to the screen. Got your snacks? Let's jump right in. All right, kicking things off with a movie that is basically one long, glorious, and absolutely insane car chase. I'm not kidding. From the moment it starts, it's just pedal-to-the-metal mayhem. The world building is insane, the practical effects are mind-blowing, and the sheer momentum is relentless. You're dropped into this bizarre, desolate world and forced to just hang on for dear life. It's directed by a certified genius who came back to his own franchise decades later and somehow made the best one of the entire series. The film is a visual masterpiece that was nominated for 10 Academy Awards, winning 6 of them. The film I'm gushing about is the one and only Mad Max Fury Road. It's pure, beautiful, explosive chaos. Next up, we're trading the open desert for the most claustrophobic apartment building in cinema history. This film has a simple premise. A SWAT team raids a crime lord's high-rise, but they get trapped, and it's them against an entire building of killers. What follows is a masterclass in brutal, efficient, and jaw-droppingly choreographed action. The fighting style on display is a traditional Indonesian martial art called pencak silat, and it is absolutely ferocious. You feel every single punch, kick, and broken bone. I remember watching this for the first time and just being stunned into silence by its sheer visceral intensity. This is, of course, The Raid. It's a lean, mean, non-stop fight for survival that redefined what a modern action movie could be. Okay, if you've ever wondered what it's like to be the action hero in a video game, this next film is for you. And I mean that literally. It's shot almost entirely from a first-person perspective, strapping you directly into the protagonist's head for a dizzying, chaotic, and utterly unique ride. The filmmakers used GoPro cameras mounted on custom rigs to achieve this insane effect. It's like a theme park ride, a concert, and a video game all blended into one. You are a resurrected cyborg trying to save your wife from a telekinetic madman in Moscow. I'll be honest, you might need a motion sickness bag for this one. Say hello to Hardcore Henry. It is an experience you will never ever forget. This next one is the 4th entry in a series that just keeps getting bigger, bolder, and somehow even better. Our hero is on a globe-trotting quest for freedom, facing off against an army of assassins. The action choreography is like a beautiful, brutal ballet of bullets and martial arts. The film was a massive box office success, becoming the highest-grossing film in the franchise. From the neon-drenched streets of Osaka to a breathtaking, chaotic showdown in Paris, every set piece is a work of art. The cast, featuring legends like Keanu Reeves and Donnie Yen, is just perfect. This is the stunning John Wick Chapter 4. It's nearly 3 hours long, but I promise you, it moves so fast, you'll wish it was longer. Imagine being trapped in a 200-story slum where a drug lord puts a bounty on your head. That's the nightmare scenario in our next pick. This is a gritty, grimy, and unapologetically brutal film that perfectly captures the tone of its comic book source material. Karl Urban is incredible as the helmeted lawman who is judge, jury, and executioner. Aided by a psychic rookie, he has to fight his way to the top of the tower block floor by bloody floor. The movie's unique visual style, especially the slow-motion sequences depicting a new narcotic, is stunning. Despite underperforming at the box office, it has rightly earned a massive cult following. The movie is the fantastic Dread. It's a dark, violent, and relentlessly thrilling ride. Have you ever seen a movie where the soundtrack is the movie? This next film is a symphony of style, where every car chase, every gunshot, and every single movement is perfectly choreographed to an incredible playlist. The story follows a young, music-obsessed getaway driver trying to leave his life of crime behind. Director Edgar Wright meticulously planned every scene around the music, creating what is essentially a 113-minute action musical. The editing is simply masterful. I remember leaving the theater and immediately wanting to create my own epic life soundtrack. You've got to turn up the volume for Baby Driver. It's effortlessly cool, incredibly inventive, and just an absolute blast from start to finish. Our next pick is a French thriller that proves you don't need a massive budget to create heart-pounding tension. The plot is pure, uncut desperation. A male nurse's pregnant wife is kidnapped, and he's given just 3 hours to bust a dangerous criminal out of the hospital where he works. What follows is a frantic, breathless race against time through the streets and subways of Paris. There are no super soldiers here, just an ordinary man thrown into an impossible situation. And that's what makes it so gripping. The pacing is absolutely relentless, cramming an insane amount of suspense into its lean 84-minute runtime. This is the original Point Blank. It's a raw, efficient, and incredibly effective thriller that was later remade in America. Get ready for a sugar rush of a movie. This film is a hyperkinetic explosion of pop culture, mixing comedy, romance, and action into something totally new. It's styled like a living comic book and video game, complete with on-screen text, sound effects, and epic boss battles. A slacker musician falls for a girl, but learns he must first defeat her 7 evil exes. It sounds quirky, and it is, but it's also brilliantly directed by Edgar Wright. The film features a mind-blowing cast of actors who would go on to become huge stars, like Chris Evans, Brie Larson, and Aubrey Plaza. This is the one and only Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It has become a massive cult classic, celebrated for its unique vision and witty humor. Prepare for glory. This film is less a historical account and more mythology brought to life with a heavy dose of visual flair and testosterone. Based on a graphic novel, it tells the story of 300 Spartan warriors making a heroic stand against a massive Persian army. The film's distinct visual style, using a crush technique to manipulate colors and contrast, was incredibly influential and defined the look of action movies for years. Every frame looks like a painting, with golden hues, deep shadows, and iconic slow-motion action. It's over-the-top and gloriously excessive. Yell it with me. This 300! It knows exactly what it is, a loud, proud, and unforgettable epic. Last but certainly not least, we have a film fueled by pure, unfiltered vengeance. Denzel Washington gives one of his most intense performances as a burnt-out bodyguard who forms an unlikely bond with the young girl he's hired to protect in Mexico City. When she's kidnapped, he unleashes hell on everyone involved. What makes this so fast-paced is the signature style of director Tony Scott. He uses frantic, quick cuts, saturated colors, and aggressive on-screen text to put you directly inside the main character's tormented and rage-filled mind. It's an absolute powerhouse of a film called Man on Fire. It's a brutal, emotional, and stylish revenge thriller that is all raw nerve endings. And that is a wrap. 10 movies guaranteed to get your pulse pounding. What do you think? What did I miss? Are there any movies that you think should have been on this list? Let me know down in the comments. I read every single one. And if you love talking about movies as much as I do me a favor and hit that subscribe button to become part of the Filmflix family. We'd love to have you. Until next time, stay safe and keep that popcorn fresh.